dog got me good. But, well, cooking conspiracy, and we're gonna make some fish cakes here. So, got this can of tuna, and we're gonna work some miracles with some miscellaneous vegetables. And oh yeah, that did skin my face up pretty good. But let's get down to business. Tuna makes me think of sushi. Sushi makes me think of Japan. Japan makes me think of sapro and gyoza. Unfortunately, we're not making gyoza tonight. But pour on that. Yeah, can't leave that mug looking half empty, can I? Alright, to Denzel Washington and the Crazy Canoe. Kangaroo. If you know, you know. Alright. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make some dirty tzatziki sauce here. That was a near miss, but that's okay. Cheesecloth here. Lost my food scissors. I'll be right back. Oh God, that's hideous. All right, we're back. Just gotta length the cheesecloth off. You could also press it through a strainer. You don't have to do it this way. My box grater, my favorite tool. And you know what? Share all messages around. I'm going to take the cucumber and we're just going to grate it. You know what? The finer the better. Notice how it's like a lake on that plate there? Well, you could salt it now and let it just drip off, but we're going to go the more aggressive way. And that's what the little dainty little cheesecloth is for. If we can figure out how to open it. Alright. Guess I don't need to open it that far. Let's just get all that liquid out. You want to save the cucumber juice for your deviant purposes. Don't let me stop you. I mean, it goes great in cocktails, stuff like that. WSG, brother. Nice to meet you, Popolo girl. So give that a good squeeze. Get the moisture out of it. And you know what? I think I am going to save that juice because I might have needed to make a cocktail. Just making little fish cakes out of tuna fish and vegetables, making a little tzatziki-ish sauce to go with it first here. I'm not sure I'm going to spill all over. Yeah, it should be. You know, that's the goal. Alright. I ain't going to go down the hatch with that one, but I will save it for later. Alright, got some yogurt here. There's a spoon. Last night I went on kind of a rampage in the kitchen here. Appreciate it, bro. You know, you have a great night as well. Thanks for stopping by. But, you know, I'll just take a spoonful of yogurt. And, you know, I'm sure there's going to be people that have their thoughts on tzatziki sauce. And like I said, it's tzatziki-ish. Alright. Get your little cucumber. Oh, yeah. What does that look like? Let's see here. I'm gonna make a little bit of garlic in there. Kamehameha. There you go. Kamehameha. Kameha. They're happy. Neighbor's got a toddler that's down for the night, and I am tired of hearing that. Don't want to wake it. So no, I'm not going to yell it, but that was as close as I got. Just kidding about the toddler, but I don't want to set my dogs off. So instead of admitting my dogs are barkers, you know, I'll just blame everybody else. You could definitely just use garlic powder for this, but you know, appreciate it, Bryce. Just a clove of garlic here. We're just gonna grate that right down to the nubs. Use the back of my spoon, scoop that up. Nice little finely done garlic. Now we're making progress. I swear. Dirty fork from baking disaster. Let me get a clean one. So you got the garlic in there. You definitely need dill. And if I had mint, I would put mint in, but I don't have any mint. Okay. McCormick can really take it easy on their jars. There we go, broke the seal. They could probably reduce their price if they weren't paying that guy so much. And just a little bit of dill goes in there. So here's what we're looking at. You got Greek yogurt, you got a little bit of dill, you got your grated cucumber and your minced garlic here. Let's go ahead and hit up just a little bit of parsley, just because. And now I'm just going to give it a little mash. And if it's not the consistency you want, you can always, add that cucumber juice, what is mostly just water, back in. But you just want it to be evenly combined. You don't want all that garlic in one place. You definitely could use garlic powder, but you want the sharpness of real garlic on this one. Yeah, I'm confident everything's well mixed together. A little bit of taste test. I'm just going to add just a little bit of salt into there. Now, just remember, you can always add more salt. It's very difficult to take it away. It's not like you're going to drop a bunch of potatoes in here to absorb the salt, like you can do pretty much every other time you screw up and add in too much salt. That'll work. So let's clear up some space here. I'm gonna put the yogurt back in the fridge, and it's probably take me 15 minutes from here. But I will let this chill in the fridge until I'm ready to serve this. Looks like I forgot to put the potato in the fridge last night, so we're going to wash it off and use it anyways. And no, I don't normally keep potatoes in the fridge, but the end was exposed and it got oxidized and it looked gross. And I'll be honest, I don't think I washed it last night, so I probably ate a lot of dirt. Last night was kind of a failure in the kitchen experiment department, but we're making progress. Alright, so we're just going to finely dice this potato. If you really wanted to use a box grater, you could grate it, but we're just going to give it, I'm going to cut off the bad part. See, gross, ew, nice, good potato. We're just going to do that. We're just going to go along like that, and like that. And like that. Like that. And the sharper your knife is, the safer it is. You don't want to have to use a ton of knife force. I mean, you want the knife to do all the work. So keep it sharp. That's probably what, one serving of a side of potatoes once it cooks up. I leave the skin on because I like the texture of it. Feel free to do whatever floats your boat. Let's go ahead and get that pan cooking back there. The potatoes are going to be a cast iron skillet situation. Potatoes stay hot forever, so if the potatoes will be done first before the fish cakes, but the fish cakes are a lot better if you eat them when they're fresh and hot. So I want my potatoes ready to go by the time I get to the fish cake situation. Yeah. All right. I'll heat up nicely. I think I'm going to season the potatoes with garlic powder, chili powder, salt. And that's it. I'm going to keep it super simple on that. Or alternatively, just use seasoning salt, but whatever works for you. And some butter, of course, I really need to get a better butter dish. Boop. Yeah, get all in there. Now, this is going to be way more butter than I need for these potatoes, but life goes on, right? Oh, these are going to be buttery. A little too much butter, but I'm okay with the situation. I think that's enough, though. My potato to butter ratio is slightly off, but I don't care. I do not care one iota. Actually, I do. It's bothering me. I mean, I guess I could chop another potato and have leftovers, but I like it when my potatoes can lay on a single layer in the pan because, they're all getting the love, as they say. So let's hit it up with some salt on top. Potatoes can take a lot of salt. Hit it up with that garlic powder. Hit it up with that chili powder. And maybe a little bit more garlic powder. There you go. Those potatoes should have plenty of seasoning. Mix it up so everything gets seasoned nicely. That butter, that seasoning, let it all get on the potatoes. And if you do it right, you shouldn't have any issues sticking. I don't have the best seasoning on this cast iron skillet, but it's good enough. Alright. So we got the cast iron going strong that way. We'll keep an eye on that, and we'll occasionally give that some love and attention. But what we need to do now is find a can opener for tuna. Assuming I have one of these drawers. No, turns out I got 3. Let's see here. I'm gonna go do this over the sink. I don't want fish juice everywhere. Fish juice. Now you don't need to drain it all the way. You know, I get the tuna that's packed in the olive oil because I think it tastes a lot better. It doesn't really add that many more calories, but the taste is far superior in my opinion. So I need a bowl, don't I? So I've got the fish, and it goes. Oh yeah, that's attractive, ain't it? So that's your protein, it's healthy. Uh-oh, we're getting the grater back in the game. Let me rinse this out real quick. And when I'm doing fish, I tend to either do it in a non-stick pan or stainless steel. Do stainless steel right, it's kind of non-stick anyways, but you know. So I got a carrot, an average sized carrot, I would say. Some are larger, some are smaller, but my carrot here is going to get the job done. Always does. Good amount of carrot, give potatoes a stir. Oh yeah, those cook nicely. We really need to figure out a better setup, but you know, it's working. Carrot goes in. Got some green pepper, sure. Let's, we're just going to cut that a long way. just going to looks like about the right amount of green pepper, doesn't it? Just go ahead, put that in there. Actually, cut these little bits up as well. Now, who doesn't love a wild card at the party? We're going to put a little bit of serrano pepper in there. We're going to try to get it kind of diced, kind of fine, seeds and all. Make sure to get all that in there. We're gonna get a little bit of cabbage in there, mostly just for the pretty color. Get rid of that nasty outside layer. Stir the potatoes. Oh yeah, they're looking good. Smelling good too. Get cooking, bastard. Yeah, so I got the cabbage. Let's dice that. Go a long way. And rotate it. Leftover onion, it looks kind of suspect. Let's see what it looks like when I cut into it. Yeah, not gonna use it. So I've got this onion, what I am gonna use. I mean, shallot would be a little bit better, but I don't care. Little quick little dice just like that. Now we got some garlic. These cloves look a little bit sad. I want some bigger ones. So good thing that wasn't a hot one. That's why you always turn your handles away from you. Potatoes. Potatoes are done. I'm going to pull them off the burner. And I will I guess I'll cover them for now. And you know what? I might give them a quick little blast when I'm ready. Clear a little landing zone. There we go, that's what I'm after. Oh, perfect, just how I designed it. I'm gonna take 2 big girthy cloves, you know. I'm gonna get these guys peeled. Do it right. I'll peel right off. Boom, easy. Where'd that microplaner go? Or the needle grater? Yeah, man, this is messy. Don't allow your micro thingy down on a cheesecloth that gets stuck. It's not cool when that happens. You know what? Alright, nice helping to mince garlic in there. Alright. Just a little bit of breadcrumbs in there. Alright, I got all the colors represented there. We're going to hit up a little bit of soy sauce. What else are we going to put in there? Maybe a little bit of rice vinegar. And one egg. Quick little whisk. And it goes. You know what? Now we're just going to mash it all together, see how it looks. Break up your tuna, make sure that if it's still in its canned form. And you might need more, you might need 2 eggs. Let's see how it mixes. And a little taste. Black pepper. Just a little bit of chili. These are a little bit wet, so need something to absorb some of that moisture. A little bit more panko won't hurt them. You don't want too much filling in there. Ooh, near miss. But grab a little bit too much soy or rice vinegar or something. Let's see if those are going to stay together nicely for me. Okay, it's still falling apart. That's bothering me. So, what can I do about that? I need something to act like a sponge. A little bit of flour. Let's see if that works. Okay. Screwed up by adding the vinegar, and I think that's what's making these so wet. Well, I'll have that one back here, but it's all right. I'm just going to squeeze the excess moisture out of these until I get them in a shape that I like. And they still might fall apart a little bit on you, but this is what we're looking for. So I got a handful of it. I don't know if you can see all the juice running on my hands, but right now we're at a pause for moving the camera around. You could also make these into little meatballs, would be good. Yeah, definitely probably need more panko. But yeah, it needs more filler. Ooh, that one was a squirter. Ah. Alright, I'm gonna wash my hands and then turn on the stove. And what I'm actually gonna do is while the stove preheats, I'm just gonna pop those in the freezer for 5 minutes, and then hopefully they thicken up a little bit. Because that's just one egg, a little bit of soy and a little bit of vinegar. Really brought out a lot of the moisture from those vegetables. So I probably needed to put more filler or breadcrumbs or something in them. But we'll see how they cook up. I'm hoping they don't fall all apart on me. Get this out of the way, you know. But nothing in there is going to kill you. But you can give it a sample test. Mmm. You're not Penny. Move out. Go ahead and make sure you got all the tools you need. You're going to need a nice little agile spatula. So, get out of here. We're prepared. Neutral oil, I guess you could use olive oil for this, or even butter, but we're not. We're going to use avocado oil. I mean, there's plenty of flavor in all those vegetables and the tuna. Oh yeah, you can taste the serrano in there. Crank the heat to medium. And I'll probably take, you know what, we're going to give it 3 minutes preheat. I just want to time it because I never do, and I always just do it by feel, but it's absolutely fine, and it's probably the better way to go anyways. But I'm trying to get to know my oven. I hate it so much. Get a gas or induction. Induction is so much fun to cook with. I mean, yeah, you need to have pans that you put a magnet on, but those are the good pans anyways. Kamehama, Kamehameha, Kameha. Just the potatoes, nice crispy. I'm telling you, they're good. Now, I like the position of this burner and I like the size, but it takes forever to heat up. So I don't think it's my favorite burner. You know, still to decide which is my favorite and least favorite burner on the stove. The front right small burner is probably my least favorite. Does not have any redeeming qualities. Yeah, this takes forever to warm up. I should have at least blistered me by now. Yeah, watching a pan preheat. It's a exciting Aloha Friday, isn't it? Aloha. All right. Yeah, it's still got a ways to go. Oh, that's good to go. Give it a little water test. Get the feeling right. I guess I probably should get my fish cakes out of the freezer. And why is the oil all going to that side? Is my stove not level? I don't think it is. Okay. Oh man, they're falling apart on me. This one's falling apart, so I'm just gonna give it a good squeeze and if they gotta be meatballs, then so be it. We're gonna see if they stay together as meatballs. Because they're not staying together as fish cakes. I need more breadcrumbs or something. But meatballs, it's kind of like Balto, you know, where a dog won't make the journey, but a wolf can. You know, that's kind of like these fish cakes, where a fish cake won't make the journey, but maybe a fish meatball can. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the same dish, right? I mean, you don't have to worry about pork or chicken where you need to cook it all the way through. You're just going to have to be real careful when you roll these guys around. Adapt and overcome. Just like Balto when he saved all those children in Alaska, you know. I'm not sure what any of them did in the world, you know. That would be an interesting study. I don't know, one old lady that moved to New York. Bet her parents were proud of that. I know that one's coming apart. It's not good. Probably the last flip on that one. She's holding strong like a champ. This is the only defector. Now the trick with any meatball is not to overcook the living hell out of them. Can we make the turn? Oh no! Down she goes. Nah, that one's out. Oh. I'll have to adjust the recipe a little bit, but it'll still taste good. It just won't make the highlight reel. I mean, it's kind of like a Sandals resort where they only show the beautiful people. Where are the 55-year-old that's 200 pounds overweight with his gold digging 24-year-old girlfriend. That's what we really want to see on Sandals Resort commercials. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of realism. I mean, that is one of my favorite games in public to play is How to Spot a Millionaire. Get in that oil. That's what the inside of it looks. Now, once I learn how to make crab cakes, I'm going to make little tuna cakes. I'm going to learn. Maybe I should have baked them. Could have baked them. That would have worked too. I think that one's done its time. It's ready to be pulled out. Just get a little bit of browning on it so I'll give a good crust, a little bit of crispness to it. But a little bit of softness is okay in these as well. Trying to get the perfect roll, that's what I was looking for. That's another few seconds. Oh yeah, this is a big plate dish. Alright. Those look good, yeah. That's what the inside looks like. Now let's get some salty potatoes in there with them. No, they're not burnt. No, they're not dirty. That's beautiful love in a cast iron pan that I'm not sure when the last time it was washed. Other than a quick scrub. I don't know if any of you were with me at the beginning, but let me go get the tzatziki out of the fridge. Where'd my fork go? Big dollop right there. Little extra virgin olive oil. Just drizzle it. Now on a fork and knife. Oh. I'm fighting so hard to keep these fish cakes together. This kind of feels wrong, but I'm just gonna break it up. Mm. Mm. Yeah, that's what we got. Beautiful. Mhm. Yeah, just the tzatziki just goes perfectly with the tuna and all the vegetables in it. Kind of a nice synergistic effect. Mm. And the potatoes, because I use so much butter, are nice and soft. Could have made them crispy, but I didn't. Mm. All right. I feel weird eating in front of you all the time. So thanks for joining. Have a great night, y'all. Aloha Friday.